How's it going, everybody? Doing another Whispering Game Collection video today of the PS4. I have them right in front of me. I'm doing it behind the shelf, so I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put these things. I'll probably just put them on the ground or behind me somehow. But I'll just start off with, they're not in order. Sackboy: Big Adventure. Cool game. My fiance and I played this. It's a good two-player game. It's based on, was a little Big Planet. Didn't they start as PSP games or something? I don't know, I can't remember. But it was fun, different worlds and stuff. You're getting different outfits for the Sackboys and stuff like that. It was actually a really cool game, and other collectibles you can get and stuff like that. Song of Horror. I have not opened this yet. This and a few others you're going to see in here. My fiance picked up. They were on my wish list back a couple of years ago for Christmas. She just went on there and grabbed a bunch. I haven't opened this one up. It's supposed to be pretty creepy, and part of me doesn't want to open it because it's it sells for $70, $80. I think when it was on my wish list, it was $20 or $30. So if anyone's played it, let me know how it is. God of War. I'm at the end of this game. For some reason, I stopped playing it. I got the freaking glare coming down from the light there. I can't get rid of it. I gotta finish this one. I know I'm at the end. It's awesome. I loved it from when I was playing. It looks great. Combat's your typical combat. I think I did a gameplay of this a while back. Well, not could have been a while back. I only got this thing in 2022, but this might have been one of the first games I played for it. But you're playing as Kratos. What's his kid's name? Does it tell you his kid's name? I forget what his kid's name is. You use him, I think, a few times. He's shooting arrows. But he's got this axe that was his wife's. And he's just trying to live a normal life outside the shadow of the gods. Now he's in, I guess these are the Norse gods now. And he's just trying to avoid it. Then eventually they come to him and stuff starts up and it gets violent. And you're meeting all those gods and stuff. It's cool. It looks fantastic. It's pretty open, too. It's kind of an open, almost open world type thing. It's cool. He gets the chaos. Is that what they are? The chaos blades back. That part's cool as shit. He digs him up out of a thing. And he puts him on and fucking, it's maybe halfway through the game. Maybe even a little less. I don't know. But Athena's there, too. The ghost of Athena. It's hey, you gotta do this or whatever, and he's just it's time for business, You end up using both weapons, though, the axe and the chaos blades. Here's another one of the games that came with the Song of Horror. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I just threw this on there at the time. It was $10. I played this on the Xbox One. It's a cool game. I like Human Revolution. I liked Invisible War. I played that on the original Xbox. I never played the first one. I think it's on PC and PS2. Conspiracy, it's called, I think. But you're playing as Adam Jensen in this one again, and now everybody's divided between the Augs and the humans. The humans hate the Augs after what happened in the previous game and shit. They were already resistant towards them and shit. Now it's full blown, kind of hatred for a lot of people. But it's a cool game, first person. You make different choices and stuff. You get new gadgets. You're upgrading your body and shit. He's human in the beginning fully human in the beginning of Human Revolution. He gets into he's a security guard. He gets into a giant explosion, and he's pretty much 90% dog. He's 90% robot. But it's fun. The gameplay's cool. You stealth around, doing stuff. Like I said, the choices in this game, play into the ending and stuff. But there's some side quests as well. I would check these games out if you haven't. They are all cheap. Another site. I got this one for my fiance, and I don't know if she played it or not. This is about a girl here that's blind and a cat. A teenager lost her sight and a mysterious cat team up in a surreal fantasy adventure. There you go. I don't know about it. I thought something she might be into, so she's into those kind of games. Until Dawn. Cool game. I have another game in here that these people made. Was it Supermassive Games? and they do the Dark Pictures games and the Quarry. I like these games. They're like an evolution of point-and-click games, a little more gameplay involved. Sometimes it relies too much on button presses or holding a button, doing it in a proper way. That's how I lost. I think was it Hayden Panettiere's character? I lost in this one because I did the breath thing like perfectly the first 3 times, and I do it again. I fucked it up. I think like 4 people survived in this one. Rami Malek is in this. Spoilers. I won't spoil it, but he is not. He's the killer. Part of him, I think. It starts off like you go into like his like lodge. I think it's his family's lodge, and the friends go up there again a year after like 2 of their friends had died. Or this involves Wendigo and shit. I'm pretty sure it's Wendigo and stuff. So it's cool. It looks really nice. You know, everybody could live, everybody could die. Some could live, some could die. And you're trying to figure stuff out and shit like that. He plays different characters throughout. I like these games. It's like playing through a movie. It all depends on how much gameplay you like. As the Dark Pictures games went on, they kind of refined the gameplay to where you didn't just rely on button presses. Like, you could screw up a button press and you weren't fucked. In some of these earlier ones, you screw it up, you're screwed. King's Bounty 2. Haven't played it, got it at GameStop. Back in... Oh, look, here's the receipt. Let's see. This came from the one in Bayshore in New York. I got the order as well. When I got this. 1886. I picked it up because I loved that first King's Bounty on the Sega Genesis. There apparently are other King's Bounty games on the PC I did not know about until I looked them up on Steam, but I haven't played it yet. Last Guardian, I got this from that same GameStop. This cover is ripped apart. This is made by the people who did Ico, Shadow of the Colossus. Really cool art style. You befriend this thing. I forget what it's called. You kind of have to, it's like puzzly and stuff, and you're avoiding people. And it's I didn't play all of it, but when I played it was good and cool. But it sucks that that artwork is literally like ripped apart. I don't even know how that would have happened. You'd be surprised. I remember coming across a bunch of Nintendo 64 games at garage sale that looked like they were chewed on. Like they had teeth marks in them. I'm like, either a person did this or an animal. I don't know. Stray. I think I did a gameplay of this. I really like this game. This has some stuff in it, I think. Yeah, postcards that I did not open. Or, you know. I like this game. Some people didn't like it. Some people loved it. I didn't think it's the greatest game ever made or anything, but it was enjoyable. It was a nice change of pace. He plays the cat. It's like a dystopian. Well, it was like not dystopian, like a plague or something hit, and the people lived in this giant city underground. And then I think the plague got in there, but they built like robots, so everybody died in there. And then the cat's hanging out with his buddies, and he falls into this thing, and he ends up down there. So you got to use him. You befriend a little robot that a guy who, before he died, I guess, put his like consciousness into the thing. And there are robots still, and there's little enemies from time to time that will eat the robots or kill them or whatever that you have to avoid. There they are. There's one of them there. This thing. But it's a fun game. I liked it. It was a change of pace. Not overly long. It's still cool though. Well, the cat physics were cool. You could just lay down as a cat, clawing stuff. Batting balls around and shit like that. Let's go to these Tales games here. Tales of Zestiria I have not played. Tales of Berseria I have not played. This one's still sealed. This one I picked up at that same GameStop. It was like $10. I do like the Tales games I played. When I got the PS4, I just started loading up on games because they were cheap, which I shouldn't have done because I have not played a ton of them. Like these two. I did play some of this one, Tales of Arise. It was pretty cool. A lot of the Tales games, it's the same kind of thing, same kind of combat and stuff, which I like that combat. These things are gonna fall over. The Uncharted Collection, so this has Drake's Fortune Among Thieves, Drake's Deception. I guess are they even remastered or are they just uprised? I don't know. I got it because I only played the third one once. It's my least favorite of all 4 of them, but it's still a really good game. I've not finished the DLC, Lost Legacy, as it was called, for 4. Or not even DLC, it's just a standalone where you use Chloe and Nadine. Uncharted's still my favorite. Nostalgic as hell. When that game first came out, I was like, this is cool as shit. You know, this Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones type stuff. But I love those kind of games where you're just searching for treasures, hidden little things. The enemies are bullet sponges in these games. Drake is a mass murderer 5,000 times over. You know, he could knock people out, but he's going to snap their necks instead when he stealths. But still, they're great games. Every game has like a huge kind of action set piece part and stuff. I like these games. They're classic. Voice acting is really good. Lost Judgment, I haven't played it. I did open it though because the disc fell out. And I hate when it rattles around like that. But I guess this is a sequel to Judgment. I think this is based in the Yakuza universe. I could be wrong now. I'm just going to put some here. Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I played a little bit of this. This has something in it too, I think. Yeah, stickers. What are these called? The Rot. Yes. They're like your buddies. It's almost like a little, like, kind of Pikmin-ish. But when I played this was fun. It was cool. It was like a throwback to like a PS2 game. It had that vibe to it, which I can appreciate. It looked really nice as well. But like I said, it's just, I didn't play a ton of it. Like most of these PS4 games. Like this one. Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy Origin. So this is a prequel to the original Final Fantasy that came out on the NES. In Japan in 1987, I think. And then it came to the US in 90. And I think the guy you use here, I think he actually is Garland, who's the antagonist in the first game. Like, I guess he comes with good intentions, he turns bad, he kidnaps the princess. It's more hack and slash. Koei Tecmo developed this, like a Square Enix published it. So it's a different kind of combat system. It's hack and slash type stuff, but it's still Final Fantasy type crap. Alright game from what I played of it. I don't know if I'll go back to it. The Order 1886. When I played this was cool too. Gorgeous looking game. And this when this came out, 14? This didn't come out too long after launch. It might have been like early 14. This is one of the games they showcased before the PS4 came out. It takes place in the 1800s, obviously, 1886, and you're like a group of people that like fights werewolves and shit. It's cool. It looks really nice. The combat was fun. I got up to a part where I got stuck out, where I was getting like bombarded by people, and I just moved on to something else. Persona 5 Strikers, haven't played it. This is a spin-off Persona 5, but it's different combat system and stuff. Uncharted 4, Thief's End, awesome game. Fitting end to it, you know, like I said, he ends up, spoilers here, on the beach with his kid and Elena. You start off where he's done doing it, and then he gets dragged back in because his brother, like, was kidnapped or disappeared, I forget. Sully's here as well. They kind of set it up almost where you'd be playing as his kid, like in future installments that have not come, when she gets older. And maybe, like, she's the one you use, but Drake is in the Sully position now. He's the new Sully. Because at that point, Sully would be way too old, if not dead. You know, type of thing. Same as the other games. Great combat, looks gorgeous. This one you're exploring more. You get on a boat at one point, you're going by islands and stuff. There's some stealth stuff in here as well. You do some flashback stuff in this one as well when he's a kid. I think that's this one. You might do something in 3 too. I don't know. Awesome game though. Once again, I said in the past I'm losing my whisper here. The whatchamacallit's fun. The voice acting's good, but it's like every line's a quip and everything's perfect. They always have the perfect retort and quip for everything. After playing the Silent Hill 2 remake, with the way that voice acting was, how it was like, it actually seemed like how people would talk to each other. And it was like, you know, awkward and stuff like that. This, it's like everything's perfect. It's delivered perfectly. The voice acting's great, but you just got, I don't know, after like 4 games, you're kind of like, okay, dude. They don't take it seriously, and they're killing people like it's going out of style. Resident Evil 4 remake, awesome game, great remake. They did add a little bit to this, like the beginning part with the 2 cops. I think they just get like pushed off in their car off the side to like the ravine or whatever. This one, they like grab the one cop. They still push the car off, I think, but they grab the one cop and drag him. You try to find him, and then it kind of starts off from there. It's classic Resident Evil 4. It's a fucking fantastic game. It was back when it came out. You can move and shoot now in this one. You couldn't in the original. It had the over-shoulder now view that introduced that, which was better, but you still could move and shoot, you know. Because back then, you're just like, oh shit, I gotta shoot my gun. I can't move while doing it. I have to stand still. Everybody knows that about guns. When you shoot them, you cannot move. Nobody could move when they shot in real life as well until like 2007 or 8. They're like, oh wait, I can walk while I'm shooting my gun. I don't know why they never could. Like other survival horror games, you could always move and use your weapons. For some reason, I would assume it's a design thing. I don't know, but it's Resident Evil 4. You got the old classic Leon S. Kennedy, who's back in the new one that comes out in a little bit. Ratchet and Clank. So this is like the game based on the movie, based on the game. I forgot they made that movie, but this is like based on that movie, but it's also like a rehashing of the original one. It's Ratchet and Clank. You get great weapons. It looks awesome. Incredibly gorgeous games, these things. The banter between everybody, between Ratchet and Clank and the other characters is always good. They're pretty funny games, too. Kind of lighthearted stuff. Like I said, great weapons and gadgets. They're made by Insomniac. So it's crazy weapons, just like these did it first, obviously. Resistance games as well, with the crazy weapons. You don't get that in Spider-Man games, they do. But these games will always be fun and always just... It's like playing a cartoon. It's like playing a CGI movie, I should say. Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first part, incredible. Never played the original outside of picking up a garage sales and testing it for a couple of hours. So I was always in that first part, that first mission, where Cloud meets up with the rest of the people, and you're fighting that robot at the end of it, whatever it is. Because I didn't have a PlayStation 1, I had a Nintendo 64. So if I had a PlayStation 1, I would have played this back then, back in 97 or whenever it came out. This game's incredible, though. It's a straight-up remake. They redid the combat system, so it's not like your turn-based stuff. Your traditional turn-based stuff. Looks gorgeous. All the characters are cool. You got Tifa, Barrett, Cloud, Aerith. Sephiroth's there. You fight him at the end. You fight all types of people. This one's all in Midgard. So the Rebirth, the second part of it, is when it opens up. But still really cool. There's mini-games and stuff. They added a bunch of shit to this, apparently, just like they did Rebirth. It's awesome. It was an awesome game. I loved it. And I loved Rebirth as well. I can't wait for the next part. Last of Us Part 2. I talked about this game. I probably did a review on it. I loved it. I loved the first one. I love this one. Now, spoilers here. Everybody would know this because it was leaked before the game came out. Joel bites it in here. He gets killed by Abby and her crew because Joel killed her father, who was the main surgeon who was going to operate on Ellie at the end of the first game. Right? This is all about the cycle of revenge, right? When's it going to end? Somebody's got to end it, right? Joel gets killed. The only thing and people didn't look at it this way. I was like, dude, I wanted to kill him. I wanted to be the one controlling Abby when it fucking happened. But Naughty Dog was like, no, it's going to be a cutscene. Get the fuck out of here. Make me do it. Because I liked the fact that he was killed because you know his history. He was a piece of shit. He was a raider, all this other bullshit. He's killed plenty of innocent people, I'm sure. His past caught up. Well, not even his past. Eventually, that shit was going to catch up with him. He killed someone he shouldn't have for the reasons he felt was right, but he bites it. And honestly, I thought Ellie was annoying as fuck in this game. I loved her sections, but she was annoying. I liked playing as Abby more. But I wanted to be the one to control it. Like, oh, I get to kill Joel. This would make it more impactful. Like, yeah, man, I'm doing it. Well, think of all the memories of the first game, playing as Joel. Now I'm killing him. I loved it, though. It looks great. This one adds a little side stuff when you're in there with Dina, the burden that she calls her at one point. You're a burden. Ellie calls her that. Ellie's still well done. She just was getting on my nerves a little bit in this game. And you fight them. You fight as Abby. You fight Ellie. Was it that? Or did you... Yes, and this fight was annoying. You had to stealth around her, but like, if she caught you, she'd immediately kill you. She's like, get the fuck out of here. Abby would beat the shit out of her. She technically does. During cutscenes, I'm pretty sure. But a lot of people bite it in this. And I loved it. You get over to California at the end. They do have their fight at the end. There's a lot of spoilers here, obviously. Where Abby's been like on a cross or some shit for like a certain amount of time. Her and what's the kid's name she comes across? Fuck. I forget. One of the scars. There's a lot going on in this game. I forget what. Fuck. I can't remember the kid's name. But they both get caught at one point. What were they called? The people in California had a name too, their group. I forget what they're called. But then Ellie goes there. It's awesome. There's a scene where, because Ellie is immune, so they catch her, but she gets bit. And they're like, oh my god, and then she just starts fucking shit up. It's a brutal game. You know, I really liked it. And I love the first one as well. Some people didn't like it. I thought it was great. But you didn't like it, That's fine too. Horizon Zero Dawn. Haven't played it. A lot of people say this is good. I picked another one up. This is like $10 at the GameStop. Like I said, I was just stacking a bunch of games, and I shouldn't have done that. This was a waste of money. Because I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing them. Hidden Agenda. I was told about this through YouTube, actually, a comment. This is made by Supermassive Games. I haven't played it. It's like the other games, except you need like a phone app for this. So, maybe one day if that's still available to do, I'll fuck with it. And the last game is another one that was on that list with Song of Horror and Deus Ex. I have not opened it, but it is Mozart Requiem. It's like another $10 game at the time. Now the cat is pulling on the bottom of the couch. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, go take a shit or something. She's going towards the pan. This is like a point and click type game. That's why I had it on there. Because I like these kind of games, but I have not opened it yet, so... That's the last one there. I have like they're in the back room in the bin. Killzone Shadowfall, Callisto Protocol, and Hello Neighbor. I just didn't feel like grabbing them, taking them out. And Neo, which I have not played. I got $5 at GameStop. Killzone, I played a little bit of it. Looked really nice. Pretty decent shooter. Killzone Shadowfall. Callisto Protocol is made by people who made the Dead Space, so it's very similar to that. And Hello Neighbor, I didn't play any of that. I got a garage sale, but yeah. Whispering PS4 game.